If laughter was the best medicine, then my great uncle would be the best doctor around. When I'm with him, he always manages to make me smile and laugh even when I'm feeling down. Here's Al's story. Alan, or Al Paul Johnson, was born in the early morning of February 23, 1952. He was around 8 pounds when he was born. His eye color was blue and hair color was brown. Al's family consists of 5 siblings. They are from oldest to youngest: Arthur Dwayne Johnson, Judy Ann Johnson, James Francis Johnson, Al, Bonnie Lou Johnson, and Norma Jean Johnson. His parents were Anne Elizabeth Johnson and Arthur Paul Johnson. His grandparents on his mother's side were Joanna and Wilbur Cleem. His grandparents on his father's side were George and Joanna Johnson. Al has many memories he remembers through his childhood that are bad and good. A bad memory is when he broke his wrist falling off a threshing machine. When he was little, he said his favorite toy was his little toy tractor. The holiday his mother spent most of her time on was Thanksgiving. She would always go all out and she made all the children be there. There would be no excuse to skip. Al and his family would try to have pets, but his mom got rid of them right away. They started off trying a duck, then they tried a dog, but they had to get rid of it right away. One thing Al will never forget is the special meal his mom made just for him: sauerkraut and radish sandwiches. You could say Al didn't enjoy school too much. He started school in George, Iowa when he was 5 years old. His favorite subject was PE. Some of Al's extracurricular activities were basketball, football, and baseball. Al's favorite school memory was the last day of school, and his worst school memory was the first day of school. Al ended up not graduating, but he did get his GED. Once Al got his GED, he went on to NIVS in Sheldon. Once he was done there, he got a job at Spencer Ready Mix where he hauled cement. He then went on to other things that interested him. He worked at Globe Machinery, Stylecraft, where he worked there for 34 years, and now he works at Duralift, where he's a salesman. It was a beautiful day when he was out with a friend when he got to know his soon-to-be wife, Sophia Darlene Dumont. Al and Sophie were married on May 22, 1970. For their wedding, the colors were mint green and yellow. They spent their honeymoon in the Black Hills. Al said it is very important to remember this: Sophie is always right. Happy wife, happy life. Al has many hobbies he enjoys doing, like playing on a softball and basketball team, golf, stock car racing on dirt track, drag racing, motorcycles, and parasailing. The one hobby he enjoyed the most was teaching his kids how to play golf. Al said he will never forget these historical events: 9/11, shooting of John F. Kennedy, and the Vietnam War. He especially remembered the Vietnam War because his brother was in the war. 9/11 affected him by never forgetting how important freedom is. As Al looks back on his life, the thing he's most proud of and what made him the happiest was the birth of his children and being able to raise them. The absolute best day of his life was when he married his wife Sophie. His worst day was when his parents got killed in a car accident. He will never forget how much his parents influenced him in his life. One thing you would actually be surprised about is that he actually is a nice guy. He also owns a part of the Green Bay Packers. Al said he wouldn't change much in his life, but if he had to pick something, it would have to be spending more time with his mom and dad. One thing he would never change is to always keep playing golf. Al wants to leave behind a very inspirational quote he got from his t-shirt, which said,
"Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every